everybody, it's Lola Bunny. You guys can call me Lola or you can call me Bunny. And I am here to tell you guys a Christmas story. Now, I put a lot of thought into what I wanted my first YouTube video to be because I have a lot of stories to tell. But since it's Christmas this week, I decided, fuck it, let's get festive. And I'm gonna tell you guys the story of the dancing Christmas tree and how I got it banned from my house. Now, what is this thing? This thing is the most obnoxious Christmas decoration that I have ever seen or owned in my entire life. It's basically a little toy that if you walk in front of it or, you know, wave your hand in front of it or whatever, if you just move, you can just like breathe, it'll turn on and start singing. Like so. And that's a low setting. This thing gets louder. Ah! See what I mean? So the dancing Christmas tree was a gift my dad got when he was living in Florida, back when we were all living in Florida, as a matter of fact. I was like 9 or 10 years old when we got this, and the whole family loved it. We thought it was hilarious, so we left it in the front hall of the house, and we usually left it on. After a while though, my mom told everybody that if everybody was gonna leave the house, the tree had to stay off, mostly because she hated fucking getting spooked every time she walked in. Every time everybody walked in, really, like, we left it right in front of the door. You could just walk in and this thing would start, like, singing, screaming at you. So, fast forward a few years when we moved back to Mexico, we still had our trusty dancing Christmas tree. And my dad decided that he was gonna use it to play a prank on some friends while having a dinner party. So he decided he was gonna hide this in the guest bathroom. So whenever somebody walked in, well, yeah, it would start singing and make a lot of noise. I heard many a scream that night, and I thought it was hilarious, honestly. But my dad made a mistake in playing that prank, because in that moment, in that brilliant moment, my tiny brain went, I could use this, and I can put it anywhere. So from that year on, the Christmas tree started kind of like appearing in different parts of the house. Sometimes it was in the living room, sometimes it was in my parents' room, my sister's room, the guest bathroom. It always started out in the guest bathroom. And the reason I moved the tree around was to see how many times I could scare my family. But that was enough to get the tree banned from the house. No, like, it aggravated my parents, but, you know, it was my Christmas tradition. They weren't gonna take my Christmas tradition. Like, you know, some kids make cookies. I scared the pants off the rest of my family. No, what got my little friend banned from the house here was last year, I got mad at my sister. I can't remember what she did, honestly. Like, she messes with me often. But I got mad at her, and I decided that I was gonna hide it under her bed. Why is this a bad thing, you ask? Well, because she was at a party, and she was gonna get back home at like 3 a.m. And in the dark, this thing is terrifying because the eyes are fucking demon eyes. And they glow bright fucking green. So I decided I was gonna hide it under her bed. I had to put it down on its side because it's too tall to fit in there normally. Turned it on, left the room, and made sure that no one went into her room before she got back. Now, she got back at ass o'clock in the morning, like 3 a.m., no joke. And I had stayed up waiting for this, right? Like, I was like vibrating with glee. And I heard her go into her room, take a few steps, and I know she was gonna put her phone down on her nightstand, which is where I had hidden the tree, like, next to. And I just heard, like, the clink of her putting her phone down, and 0.2 seconds later, and then screaming. Prank successful. The only thing that wasn't successful, though, was that it woke up both my parents. And they were not happy with me. They were like, Why is your sister yelling? What the fuck is that, the dancing Christmas tree? Why is it under her bed? You could have like made her scare herself. She was drunk, by the way. Like, this wasn't a sober spook. So they got kind of mad, and I just like kind of like left the tree alone for the rest of the year. Fast forward to this year, and my dad, he didn't want to take it out, honestly. I went to my mom when we were putting up the Christmas tree, and I was like, hey, Mom, where's the dancing Christmas tree? And she turned around and looked at me and gave me this look. So I knew something was up. I went to my dad, and, you know, I sat down next to him on the couch, and I was like, Dad, where's the dancing Christmas tree? And he turned around, looked me dead in the eye, and went, no. Apparently, my dad decided to hide the tree from me this year because he was sick of me using it to, you know, incite chaos in the house. And now, you might be wondering, if it's banned, why do I have it? Well, to put it simply... Oh, I think we got it. I think we got it. Hey! Success! I hunted it down. I hunted it down because I know where they keep the Christmas decorations, and it is in a storage closet where we keep the suitcases, which is like right over there. It's in my room. So I went in there and I found it, and I found it to take it out and to show it to you guys. Like, I'm literally just using this to show you guys how obnoxious it is. Will I hide it around the house? Maybe. I mean, it is a Christmas tradition. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed this story, and if you want to hear more of these. I will keep you guys posted on whether or not I hit this thing around the house again, and if it gets my ass in trouble. And thank you so much for watching.